So we'll just get straight into your reading. So what I have here for the singles, you got the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups. So I feel for some of you there is new love coming into your life, and I think it will be quite a bonded love. I think it will be what you're looking for. I also feel as if for some of you, you might be moving home, and this could be where you meet the new person. For some, it might be a change of workplace environment. You could be moving office, you could be moving companies. I feel as if all of these new situations give you the opportunity to meet new people, and this is where you could meet your new love interest. The next card you got was Calling in Your Soulmate. So this speaks to me about the idea of meeting somebody. We all have an idea of who it is we would like to meet, but some of us focus on what we don't want in a partner. So this card comes out to tell you to visualise what it is you do want to bring in. Visualise what characteristics you would like them to have. Send up your prayers and your affirmations and help bring together the kind of person that you want to pull closer to you. So instead of maybe thinking like, I don't want somebody that gambles, I don't want somebody that hasn't got a job, I don't want somebody, this tick list that sometimes we gather, throw the tick list in the bin and start thinking like, I want somebody that's funny, I want somebody that will be kind, I want all the kind of things, someone that will make me laugh, and start painting a positive picture of the type of person that you want to bring in, and whatever you put out there will come back to you. And I definitely feel as if for some of you there is someone coming in. I also feel for some of you, you have been painting a picture of what you would like. I feel for some of you have been fantasising a wee bit. So I don't know if you've already got your eye on someone. You got the Seven of Cups, which talks to me about fantasies, about, maybe you have got your eye on someone and what you would like to do. Basically for some of you are missing sex. It might be that some of you don't want a long-term relationship, you don't want to meet your soulmate. For some of you, I feel as if it's the physical side of the relationship that you're missing. And obviously there's nothing wrong with that, it's human nature. You miss the touching, you miss the, everything that goes with the physical side. For some of you, I feel as if that will come into you as well. You've got the Knight of Wands here. Again, that also speaks of a move of house or environment. With the Ace of Wands here, water, sorry. So I do feel that some of you will be changing location where this person might come in. For some of you, it'll be, someone that just comes in and goes out very quickly, but when he comes in, he brings in a lot of passion. He's quite strong-willed, passionate, confident, and I feel for the ones that are just basically missing sex, this is ideal for you, because I think whatever you've been fantasising about will come to fruition for you when this person comes in. Because it's a knight doesn't mean it's a man or a woman. There's no gender in the general reading. So this could be somebody either, you're waiting for like a male coming in or a female coming in. But I do feel they'll be quite passionate. They could be a fire sign, which is in Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. Or they could just have the traits, the passion and the self-determination, very assertive, as I say. But I do feel as if there will be somebody coming in for you. It could be nearer the end of the month that you meet someone, moving into December a wee bit, maybe just the beginning of December. Let's pull another card. You've got the Knight of Chalices here, which is the Knight of Cups. So, yeah, I feel as if there will be somebody coming in. But even though they're passionate and strong-willed and assertive, they could also have the traits of the Knight of Cups, which is sensitive, warm-hearted, and I think they'll be very attentive to you, this person. For some of you, the Knight of Chalices is the same as the Knight of Wands. He brings in the cup of love and, asks you to drink out of it, but sometimes he just comes and it's not a long-term offer. Sometimes it's he comes and then he goes again. So for some of you, I feel as if it is passion you're looking for, that will come into your life. If you're getting invitations to anywhere, parties or nights out and stuff, I would go ahead and go along, because you might meet somebody that you just click with. And for some of you, I do feel as if you can attract your soulmate by thinking positive. Think about the positive things you're looking for in someone, and bring that in for yourself. The Ace of Water can also speak of a pregnancy, so just be careful out there, guys, if you're not looking for a baby, and you do meet someone in November. Just be careful you don't end up pregnant. So for some of you, I feel as if there's been some sort of it's not quite a relationship. I feel as if some of you have been in a situation where it maybe just started as a friends with benefits situation, and what I'm feeling is that something significant happened in your life to change this situation. I feel as if it came in quite quickly, whatever it was, and I do feel either got some information coming into you, or there was a significant event that changed this situation with your friend with benefits kind of thing. I feel as if some of you had more feelings for the other person than they had for you. For some of you, I feel as if you've been playing a waiting game, and I don't think it's the first time that you've separated for this person. I feel as if you've had time apart before, and maybe you sit and wait for them to come back each time. I do feel this time there's a third person involved in it. So either you have got someone else and that was the change, or they have someone else and the information came into you and that's why you have separated for now. I do feel as if with the Four of Pentacles here, it's talking about that this is your wake-up call. It's time for you to move on and, don't sit about waiting for them any longer. I feel that for some of you, you felt as if this was the one. And I think you felt as if it was kind of soulmate connection, or, a deep connection. And at some levels, I think there was a deep connection, but I think it was more the physical side of things. I think it was more of a sexual relationship than an emotional. I think he was disconnected or she was disconnected. I don't think that you were on the same page with stuff. I think you were more emotionally attached than they were. You have the Five of Wands coming in here, and I just feel that, I don't know if you can see this, there's two people in the background there and he's looking on, and I feel as if this is you. I feel as if this person's went away with somebody else and you're waiting, you're an onlooker and you're waiting to see if it works with them, and if not, you'll still be sitting here waiting for them coming back to you. But with the Four of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, that kind of tells me, she's lying there sleeping, he's trying to wake her up. And I think it is like the wake-up call to you. It's just saying, move on, there's something better there for you. Than allowing this person to keep doing this to you. I pulled another card. You have the Eight of Swords. And I definitely think this was a sexual situation. I don't feel as if there was an emotional bond here at all. I feel as if one of you was more emotionally attached than the other. I feel as if, again, when this person was with you, they weren't totally with you. They were thinking about something else. So physically they were with you, but emotionally they weren't. So what I would say is it's time to move on from this situation. I wouldn't sit there and wait any longer. I would move on. They've moved on. And sometimes it's easy if they text you or phone you back or whatever, that you're straight away, answering them. It's okay to stay friends with somebody, but from a distance. You need to set boundaries now, because I feel as if this person has took your boundaries and basically threw them in the bin and stepped all over you. So set your boundaries if you still want to be friends with them. Or, you might want to let them come back again. If you do allow them back in, then you need to set your boundaries and don't allow yourself to be used. the way you have been, because, you know, the Eight of Swords in the traditional tarot deck is about self-entrapment, and I feel as if for some of you, you've got yourself in this trapped situation where you're just waiting for the next phone call, and it's not fair to you to be sitting like this. It's time for you to take stock and put up your boundaries and move on to this. The Ace of Water is sitting right here, so it's telling you there's something new coming in if you can, you know, untrap yourself for this. Sometimes you need to clean out your closet and let things go that no longer serve your purpose. I feel for some of you this could be a couple of years, 4, maybe 5 years that you've been doing this. It's time for you to love yourself now, because you've already put too much into this situation. For the couples, I feel as if for some of you, not all of you, for some of you, I feel as if you have been together a really long time, and I feel as if that you have stopped giving each other consideration. You have past life relationship here. So I do feel there's a really strong bond between you, and I do feel as if things have just went a wee bit sour. I don't know if it's a wee bit of boredom setting in. You have the Seven of Swords here. The Seven of Swords usually talks about, in the traditional deck, someone like sneaking or stealing. I just feel as if you are emotionally draining each other. Excuse me. You're needing to put a bit of excitement back into your life. Again, you've got the Four of Cups here. So the Four of Cups, I feel as if one person's ignoring the other person. Maybe one of you is coming up with new ideas, we'll try this, we'll try that, and the other one's not wanting to participate in it. My advice would be, get the television out of the room, because a lot of people go to bed, one watches telly, one reads a book, then, you know, this is telling you to use your gut instincts, get your relationship back on track, get rid of the boredom, try and spice it up a wee bit, do something different, do something that you've not done in a long time. I pulled another wee card and you've got the Ten of Swords here. So I feel as if it is an ending to a situation, and it's an ending to burdens, and it's an ending to sadness. There's a new beginning setting in for you. You just need to put the work in to bring this into fruition. And I do feel it's just about, you know, mundane and boredom and routine, and you need to get out of the routine that you have ended up into. For some of you, I feel as if your children have just all left home and there's just the two of you left, and you're now like, what do we fill our time with? Because we used to do this, this and this, and our children were here, whatever, blah, blah. And I just feel as if you need to start paying attention to each other. Where the time that used to go on other things, you can now spend together. Maybe book a wee trip together, or, you know, even organise a nice wee dinner at home, candles, just something to bring back the appreciation that, you know, you still appreciate each other, get the spice back into your life a wee bit. But I do feel this is an end to a difficult situation for you, and there's going to be a new beginning coming in here for a lot of the couples. Okay, so you got be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care. So as I was just saying there, for some of you it'll just be about supporting one another, learning to communicate again, learning to do stuff together again, you know, bringing it back to where it was before you had your children at the very beginning when you first met and it was all exciting. You know, it's just about making an effort and showing each other, you know, that they have someone that they can depend on, that you have someone you can depend on. It's about putting all that back. For those of you in the centre here, I think you've already made a genuine effort, and I think it's the other person that has to make the effort and they're not making it. So my advice with this would be, again, if you're going to give them another chance, you need to set the rules in stone before they come back in. And it is about give and take, so make sure they're supporting you and you're not the one that's making all the effort in the situation.